founders of a small fintech startup.
This meeting is being recorded.
A small fintech startup called Lotapay. Lotapay was born out of frustration during the COVID lockdowns. We wanted to create an e-commerce platform, buying and selling, but then we found it difficult to make payments. We discovered that the major payment gateways in the country did not actually suit the needs that we were looking for in terms of payments. So we decided maybe as people with one or two skills, maybe we could build our own payment solution. So as we were building Lotapay, we decided to build the payment gateway. So while we were building the payment gateway, we then discovered that, wait, there's actually no mobile wallet to support a payment gateway in the whole of Zimbabwe. The only mobile wallets that are there are the ones that belong to telcos, which is, there are 4 of them. I think one by Econet, one by One Money, one by Telecash, and the other one by the Miko's thing. I forgot the name.
My
Cash, exactly. And all of them operate on USSD, as well as just a minor extension on the mobile app. So we were like, maybe if we could develop a mobile wallet that could then hand in hand support the payment gateway. So 2020 June, that's when we started building, and then we finished the payment gateway in sometime in October 2020. Then the mobile wallet only finished it last year in June. Over that period from 2020 October, we have been scouting for a banking partner, because the law by then required that we needed to partner with the bank in order to have the settlement account. So we've approached quite a number of banks, I think up to about 12 of the 23 or 24 banks. And we have only managed to get a partnership. We only managed to get a partnership sometime in January this year, and we were still waiting to finalize the contract. But in a nutshell, that is Lotapay. So Lotapay comes with different products, mainly the mobile wallet, as well as the payment gateway. So that is the introduction to Lotapay. I'll just share a screen. Okay. May the host allow me to share the screen?
Yeah, you should be able to share now. Try.
Okay. 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 My screen is acting up. Just to proceed while we wait for my screen. So Lotapay has different products, namely the mobile wallet. Then the second product that we have is the payment gateway. And then the third product that we have is the remittance program. And the fourth product that we have is the payment network. And we also share our APIs. So my main focus will be on just the first two, which is the mobile wallet as well as the payment gateway. But I'll just give the rundown of all the products that we have. So on the mobile wallet, it is on the mobile wallet, we realized that the people were suffering. Our solution is trying to look at how to decrease the amount of money that is paid by the general public.
You have 1 minute left.
In terms of fees, transaction fees. So 1 minute.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. Basically, we have a mobile wallet. And then the next thing that we have is the payment gateway. So I'll focus on the payment gateway. So our payment gateway, we realized that merchants were struggling because of the old technology that is there within the current payment gateways. So our payment gateway will allow people to have access to Visa and MasterCard at a less amount, because we have managed to partner with an organization that gives us direct access to Visa and MasterCard at a very low cost. Then we also realized that the challenges that are there is the barriers to entry when it comes to merchants when they want to do their e-commerce business. And then we also offer easy access to the international community, meaning that whatever goods you're selling within Zimbabwe and outside Zimbabwe can actually be, people can have access to whatever products or services or goods that you're selling without much worry of how you're going to get paid or how you're going to pay for those goods. So that is basically what Lotapay is all about. If it wasn't for time, I would have shared one more thing, but because of time, I will just stop here for now. So our mission basically is to make payments as simple as possible, so that people can be able to build whatever e-commerce businesses they have on top of the Lotapay payment gateway. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you. We were gonna. Are there any questions before I ask my questions?
No, not yet.
Not yet. Okay. So you started. You said in 2020.
2020 June, yes.
2020 June. So now
Yes.
how is one of the issues we have in Zimbabwe is that people want to transact, they want an easy way to transact. If they do it online, how do they then get their cash using Lotapay?
Okay. So the idea is I'm going to give an example of a bank. So Lotapay is generally an interface, and Lotapay accepts Visa and MasterCard. So whatever bank we are going to partner with, people can go and prepay their Visa and MasterCard at that particular bank. For example, you walk into Stanbic, you deposit your money, and then you are able now the money is going to be deposited into Lotapay. Then from Lotapay, you are then able to do whatever transactions you desire to do. When you now need to withdraw that money, you go back to Stanbic to withdraw that particular amount of money that you want. This Stanbic is just an example. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I can go on all day, but what traction do you have so far? Because you're saying that You had spoken to a bank. So what?
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Currently, we are in the contracting stage. We haven't started. We're not yet in the market. That is why we're not so loud as Lotapay, because we're still in the contracting phase. But we are looking to say by at least June, July, we'll be now in the market. So with the current bank, we're only contracting on the payment gateway.
Mm.
The mobile wallet, we're yet to find a partner bank, which will then allow us to go into the RBZ sandbox for
Okay.
testing on live environment. Then from RBZ sandbox, once we are successful, then we roll out into the market as a mobile wallet.
Yeah, because my next question was going to be on the RBZ sandbox if you've used it, but yeah, you haven't yet used it. What can you tell us about the sandbox anyway? Is it what? Yeah, I'd like to know more.
Okay. So the RBZ sandbox is a good environment where they allow you to switch and to integrate with all the banks in Zimbabwe. So all the banks will be integrated with Lotapay. Then to test using those people. They will test the product. Then once successful, then you then are allowed to roll out and be in the market. But the information that RBZ wants is not startup friendly. Somehow it's information that is required from established entities. For example, they ask you how much traction have you had so far, and they also ask you how much you have at hand. I mean, being a startup in Zimbabwe, you know, at hand you always be on zero unless
Yeah.
you find someone who can fund you. And once you have some sort of money, they want to see where you got it from. So it's a bit difficult to go alone in this. So that is why we are saying we would rather have first be partnered with the bank on the payment side, because on the payment side, we're using the bank's license
Okay.
to get into the market. Then we raise some revenue and some traction. Then we then apply into the RBZ sandbox.
Okay. No, I see. So have you raised any money? How was the fundraising experience if you did? And do you have any tips?
Currently, we haven't raised any money, but that's what our main focus is for this year. We have been in touch with a bit of international investors, because our selling point with the international investors is the fact that we are likely to be the first mobile wallet to offer the different products that we have in Zimbabwe, apart from the telecommunication companies. I'm sure there are other fintechs, but we are trying to push that message to say that we want to be in the market, mainly focusing on the millennials, the Generation Z, and the rural unbanked, and maybe forget about the clients that already belong to banks. So the problem that we have when it comes to the international community is the fact that we are under sanctions. That is the biggest problem. Number two, how will the investor recoup their money? in terms of when they want to exit. So somehow, those are the kind of the problems that we first need to handle. And the options that we have are, we might need to expand into another African country that is not under sanctions, like South Africa or Botswana. Then that way the investor can be so sure that they will get back their money in the long run.
Yeah, well, my suggestion, this is my suggestion.
Uh-huh.
Register, you'd have to register in a different jurisdiction because you've highlighted all those points, which are very correct. So what some people do is you register in, if you can afford it, you register in Delaware. It costs about $1,000. Delaware in the US dollar, in the United States. Or Delaware, the Netherlands, or Mauritius. Those are one of your three options. You register your company there, and that then enables you to be able to have access to investors that are outside of Zimbabwe. Because like you're saying, there's two things that those investors want. They want, one, they want to know they can get their money out. Two, they want to be able to, they want dispute resolution. In the event there's a dispute, they want to know that they can take it to a fair court, or a court that will rule accordingly, not a Mickey Mouse court. So those are the two issues that they worry about. So if you register in a place like Mauritius, the USA, the Netherlands, or Estonia even, you improve your chances of getting funding. Have you spoken to Zachariah George?
No, I don't know him.
You get in touch with, or try and get in touch with him. He's got a venture capital called Launch Africa. They're the most active venture capital fund on the continent. Last year, they did about 60-something deals. They invested in Munch, which is a Zimbabwean startup. So if they're doing 60 deals, that's one a week. Yeah, the other thing is, yeah. I actually wrote about fintechs in this magazine called the Entrepreneurship Magazine. And yeah, I was saying there's not, given our currency issues and our money issues, there should be more fintechs in Zimbabwe than what we have. We should be fighting the RBZ. Like there should be so many fintechs. It's not worrying, but it's like, it's a bit weird because I thought that in Zimbabwe you'd find a lot of fintechs and agri-tech. But I think the ones you see are people building some sort of platform where they buy or sell or move something. Yeah, I think because it's easier to monetize, you can see them. But the fintechs I'm not seeing. But I think that's also because of legislation makes things take time. But if you look at where the money is going in venture capital and startups, it's 60% of the money that's been invested in Africa has gone to fintechs. So
that's true.
Yeah, on that note, there's a Instagram ad that I saved. This company which helps some companies set up registration in the USA. Let me just get to my Instagram app and
yeah, there are those. Oh yeah, you're in Bulawayo. Yes. Do you know Gift Ghana?
No, I don't know.
Okay, he's got a startup called Dr. Cadex. He raised 50,000, I think, was last year. So he's also working in silence.
Who is it?
Yeah, he raised 50 grand. He's in
Yeah, we work in silence.
Yeah, but it's similar to yours because he's dealing in the medical field, so he has to do a lot of tests. to prove his hypotheses and so
Yes.
forth. So the money is mainly for doing tests so that he can prove that his model works and so forth. But my point is, he registered, his business is registered in Delaware. If I can even put the website for you, if you go on the website, you'll see they're registered in Delaware. So what that means is when you then speak to these investors, they're like, okay, cool. They're listening. Some of them will not engage if you're not registered in Delaware or some other jurisdiction that they're comfortable with. Ines, do you have any questions before you go?
Oh. Yeah, just to. It's called what?
First face.
Oh, face to face. Okay, that's fine. I know. I just didn't mention it. We do have we did reach May, June last year. May, June last year. And it's we also it's working and we're paying and we're
Someone reach a couple list.